magic unfolding just for me. Today will be amazing. Amazing, amazing day. Today will be amazing. Will be amazing in every single way. Amazing, amazing. Yes, it's true. Today will be amazing for me and you. Laughter is coming. Success in the air. Love and surprises, they're everywhere.
I'm not sure. Testing. Okay. Good afternoon. And please stand for prayer. We'll have a prayer by Pastor Otis Brown.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, today we give you thanks for this wonderful and momentous occasion. We thank you, Lord, for these students who have now completed primary school. We thank you, Lord, for being with them over the years. And today we have come to celebrate this important milestone. And even as we ask, Lord, your blessings upon this ceremony, we also ask your blessings on each child, each family, as they continue to do their best going forward. Be with them. May this occasion be a memorable one. Bless us all, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, please remain standing, for the territorial song.
Oh, Montserrat, dear motherland, your children raise your standard high in toil and tears to serve you well, a crowning jewel from God's hand. Oh, Montserrat, by nature blessed, to you your children sing. Come, well of all, come, friend of all, to you your people cling.
You may be seated. Welcome to the Braids Primary School graduation ceremony for 2026. I'll be now establishing the protocol. Honorable Lindora Lambert Sweeney, Acting Governor. Honorable Speaker of the Legislative Council, Ms. Marjorie Smith. Honorable Minister of Build, Mrs. Veronica Dorset Hector. Honorable Minister of Education, Health and Community Services, Ms. Ingrid Buffon. Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Lands, Housing and the Environment, Mr. John Osborne. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mrs. Beverly Mendez. Permanent Secretaries within all departments. Representative of the Christian Council, Mrs. Agatha Aspin, and other members of the clergy. Honorable Leader of the Opposition in the Legislative Assembly, Mr. Paul Lewis. Director of Educators, Dr. Gregory Julius and Dr. Sharon Burns. Education officers in the Ministry of Education, Ms. Rihanna Mead, Ms. Althea Allen, and Ms. Mary Blake. Principal of the Montserrat Secondary School, Mrs. Cheryl Hogan. Vice Principal of the Montserrat Secondary School, Ms. Patricia Harris. Public Relations Officer, Mr. Jenzil Skerritt. Head teachers of the Lookout Primary School and St. Augustine Primary School. Head teacher, teachers, and all support and auxiliary staff of the Braids Primary School. Religious knowledge instructors, Sister Frances Riley, Mrs. Winifred Saunders, Pastor Otis Brown, Minister Donald Duke, Reverend Everald Galbraith, Pastor Shane McFarland, graduates of the Braids Primary School, other distinguished guests, parents, guardians, well-wishers, and students of the Braids Primary School, welcome. I will now introduce the host or the chairperson for the graduation service. Your host for today is Miss Keola Green, a proud alumna of the Braids Primary School, where she attended from 2004 to 2010. Ms. Green is an experienced journalist with just over a decade's experience in the multimedia industry. She currently serves as the multimedia editor at Radio Montserrat, where she plays a key role in producing engaging content across multiple platforms. A graduate of the University of the West Indies, Mona, she holds a bachelor's degree in journalism and is passionate about informing, educating, and inspiring audiences through meaningful storytelling. Returning to the school that helped shape her early years makes this occasion especially meaningful. Beyond her work in media, Ms. Green enjoys reading, embracing new adventures, following sports, and finding opportunities to make a positive impact in her community. Please join us in warmly welcoming your host for today, Ms. Keola Green.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our distinguished guests, parents and guardians, teachers, alumni, friends, and most importantly, our graduating class of 2026, good afternoon. Good. Today is more than a graduation ceremony. It is a celebration of hard work, perseverance, growth, and the limitless potential that lies within each of you. Our theme, Soar Beyond Limits, reminds us that success is not defined by the obstacles before us, but by the courage to rise above them. As these students prepare to begin a new chapter, we celebrate not only what they have achieved, but all that they're capable of becoming. As chairperson for today's ceremony, it is truly an honor to share this memorable occasion with you. This school holds a special place in my heart, having left here a long time ago, which is showing my age, but I digress. Returning today to celebrate the accomplishments of this graduating class is both humbling and inspiring. To our graduates, today belongs to you. May you continue to dream boldly, work diligently, and never allow anyone to place limits on your aspirations. Congratulations once again, and thank you for joining us as we celebrate this milestone. And so as we move along with today's proceedings, every successful school is built on strong leadership, dedicated teachers, supportive parents, and determined students. And so please join me in welcoming our principal, Mrs. Ingrid Osborne, as she presents the principal's report.
Good afternoon, all. I will recognize the protocol already established. As the 2025-26 academic year draws to an end, I am delighted to reflect on the many achievements and successes of the Brace Primary School. This school year have been marked by outstanding academic performance and remarkable extracurricular accomplishments and countless moments which showcase this community called Brace Primary School. In this report, I will highlight some of the key achievements and challenges experienced throughout the year as we look forward to another productive and successful year. The new academic year commenced on September 1st, 2025, with an enrollment of 143 students, 78 boys and 64 girls. Guided by our motto, Aim High, the Will Does It, we continue to recognize, acknowledge, and respect the unique abilities and talents of every student, whether in academics, sports, or the arts. At Brace Primary School, we are committed to fostering an inclusive learning environment which encourages students to take responsibility for their own learning and personal growth. Throughout the year, our focus remained on achieving the objective outlined in the School Improvement Plan for 2025-2026. However, as the school year comes to an end on July 10th, 2026, we take pride in the progress made and the accomplishments achieved. We at the Brace Primary School remain committed to continuous improvement and provide the best quality education for all students who walk through the doors of the school. Leadership and management. The school's leadership was headed by the acting head teacher, Mrs. Ingrid Osborne, with support of the management team comprises of Ms. Jose White and Ms. Jamelia Greenaway, along with the other members of staff. The academic year began with a complement of 7 teachers, 1 special educational needs teacher, 2 personal assistants, the support staff, including the safety officer, the groundsman, cleaners, and dedicated religious knowledge team. Teachers were assigned with various responsibilities to include sports coordinator, fundraising committee, and social activities organizer. These roles provided staff members with the opportunities to participate in school's decision-making process, thus fostering a sense of collaboration, shared responsibility, which contributed to the smooth operation of the school. We welcome back Mrs. Yvonne Braid Julius, who joined the staff as the grade 1 teacher after Ms. Rihanna Mead was transferred to another department. On the honor roll, we have in term 1, where we gave 32 certificates to students who would have achieved 80% and above in the exam. In term 2, we had 64. This initiative serves as a strategy to recognize academic excellence while motivating and encouraging students to work diligently and strive for success. The national exams. The students of grade 2, 4, and 6 participated in the Ministry's Education National Exams. The results of these exams are pending. The information collected from these exams are used for tracking the academic progress of students and allow the Ministry of Education and the school to put plans in place to facilitate the learning needs of the students. Attendance. In term 1, the boys' attendance was 90%, while the girls were 92. Term 2, 88.5% for boys and 87% for girls. In term 3, 94% for boys and 95% for girls. Staff development. Formal lessons of observations were conducted termly. These lessons were observed by the primary education officer, Ms. Mary Blake, and the acting head teacher, Mrs. Ingrid Osborne. The purpose of these observations is to support teachers in improving and enhancing their teaching and learning strategies. During this academic year, the professional development sessions were organized by the Ministry of Education to ensure that teachers remain up to date with the ever-changing of teaching methods and diverse learning needs of children. These sessions help teachers to grow and strengthen their skills, knowledge, and effectiveness in the classroom. Topics covered include safeguarding, introduction to autism spectrum disorder, child online protection, classroom management, building relationships and development interpersonal skills, cyber awareness, and building capacity for educators to support children with additional needs to the school setting. The Special Educational Needs Program. This program is an integral part of the Braids Primary School, as it provides targeted support for our bilingual students and others who require additional assistance to meet the academic expectations of their grade level. At the beginning of the academic year, the SEND program enrolled 28 students, comprising of boys and girls from grade 1 to 6. These students receive between 1 and 3 intervention sessions per week, depending on their individual need. The primary goal of the program is to provide individualized and special group instruction aimed at developing students' communication skills, reading comprehension, critical thinking, and mathematical abilities at or below their current grade level. However, through targeted intervention and consistent support, students are encouraged to build confidence and achieve greater academic independence. By the end of the academic year, approximately 75% of the SEND students demonstrated significant progress, and they are now showing clear signs of becoming independent readers. After each SEND session, the students would return to their classroom where they would join in inclusive learning with their peers. Extra lessons in mathematics and language arts. The Ministry of Education, under the Education Reform Program, organized extra lessons after school for the Spanish and French-speaking students to help improve their English and language skills. This support enabled the ESL students to better access the curriculum and participate more effectively in their own learning. As usual, activities for the year. As usual, the strong team spirit among staff members was evident as we planned and prepared for the activities for the year. Book parade. Students from grade 4, 5, and 6 participated in the annual book parade organized by the Ministry of Education. This year, the students portrayed characters from the storybook entitled Animals on Strike. We extend our appreciation to the parents and teachers who worked tirelessly to create the banner and prepared costumes for the students to wear on the day of the parade. We also want to thank the Ministry of Education for their dedicated support, which contributed to the success of the book parade. Annual Christmas concert. This concert provided our students with the opportunity to showcase their talents in drama, dance, and music. The addition of the masquerade troupe and steel band performances added a rich cultural flavor to the concert. making it an enjoyable and memorable experience for everyone who attended. Walkathon. The staff and pupils of the Brace Primary School participated in a walkathon from the school to Little Bay playing field. We were accompanied by members of the Royal Montserrat Police Force, the safety officer, and several parents. We extend our sincere thanks to everyone for their support and encouragement. MVO Annual Creative Writing Competition. Students were encouraged by members of staff and parents to participate in these competitions, as this would help them to learn facts about the volcano. Janiqua McNaren and Kiara Ryan were recognized for their stories. Pink Friday. Students were encouraged to wear pink t-shirts to school to raise awareness about breast cancer, while the boys wore blue t-shirts in support of prostate cancer. This activity helped the students to promote an understanding of these important health issues. A total of $325 was raised and donated to the Pink Ribbon charity. Commonwealth Day. All students were given the opportunity to research and learn interesting facts about countries in the Commonwealth. Heritage Day. On this day, which is usually recognized in the month of March, our students are encouraged and allowed to wear their Madras outfits and spend the day learning about Montserrat's culture. This year, they were taught to make sugar cake and learn to dance masquerade and play the musical instruments belonging to the masquerade group. Spirit Week. During this week, the students and staff were encouraged to participate in exciting theme days. They proudly represented their classes and houses, expressing their individuality and supporting one another. However, the aim of this year's Spirit Week was to build enthusiasm for the Inter-House Sports Day while strengthening a sense of belonging and togetherness within the Brace Primary School family. Red Cross Day. Our students were encouraged to wear red tops in support of the important work of the Red Cross movement. Each child was also invited to contribute, and all funds collected were donated to the Red Cross in support of its charitable work. Through this initiative, our students were reminded of the importance of compassion, generosity, and giving back to others. Police visits. I was pleased to see an increase in visits from the members of the Royal Montserrat Police Service, aimed at building positive relationships and interacting meaningfully with our students. The grade 6 students in particular benefited from a regular visit by officers, mainly Officer Laborde and Sergeant Harlequin. Though several other officers also took the time to engage with them, these sessions covered a wide range of important topics to include bullying, treating others with respect, wearing their uniforms with pride, personal care, and making positive choices. The officers even hosted a mini class party for the grade 6 students, treating them to a variety of finger foods and creating yet another opportunity for positive interaction. I am truly grateful to the officers for this thoughtful initiative. Their continued presence and the genuine interest they have shown in the development and well-being of our students. Sports. The annual sporting activity began with the Inter-House Road Race, and Red Cardinals, Blue Macaws, Green Shags athletes competed for the road race champion. However, this race was won by Green Shags with 135 points. Then, during the Inter-House Sports Day, all students displayed their athletic abilities. The overall winner was Green Shags again with 305 points. The joint annual Primary School Sports Day was the highlight of the term. It is usually fiercely competed by all the primary schools athletes. Our athletes tried their best and they worked hard against the other schools. They never gave up, after being champions for 14 years. 14 times. We placed third this year. However, it is our intention to take back our usual spot next year. Football tournament. I would like to congratulate the 11 boys from grade 4, 5, and 6 who participated in the Francois Youth Soccer Festival, which took place at the Blades playing field on Tuesday, June 30th. Our boys displayed excellent football skills and sportsmanship on the field. They emerged the winners with 7 goals. They were led by Captain Comey Blades. Well done, Mr. Blades. Interaction with stakeholders. The school extended teaching and learning beyond the classroom by taking students on educational visits to several important sites and places across the island. During this reporting period, the students participated in a total of 15 field trips. 11 resource personnel visited the school to engage with the students through informative and lively classroom sessions. The Brace Primary School family expressed their gratitude to all our stakeholders for their continued support and partnership. Additionally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the religious instructors who generously give of their time to share Bible stories with our students every Thursday morning. Their commitment has made a meaningful contribution to the spiritual development of the students. Eastern Caribbean Currency Bank. The ECC Bank continues to provide an invaluable mentorship program for students in grades 4, 5, and 6. We are especially grateful to Ms. Angela Eswick and her team for their outstanding support and the many engaging sessions on the value, use, and importance of the EC dollar. Meeting and interacting with the various resource persons has enriched the students' learning experience about money and saving, but it has also strengthened our connection with the wider community. This year, as a demonstration of their continued support to the Brace Primary School, the ECCB contributed $500 to be awarded as follows: $200 to the valedictorian of today's graduation, $150 for the top mathematics student in the national exam, $150 for the top language arts students in the national exam. The ECCB also donated 6 trophies towards our annual inter-school sports meet. These were given to the champion boy and girls of classes 1, 2, and 3, as per the local branch's manager's directive. The Brace Primary School family extends its gratitude to the ECCB for their generous donation and unwavering support. The Brace Primary School family would like to extend heartfelt thanks to the following individuals and organizations for their generous support and donations. The Ministry of Education for its continued support and assistance throughout the past academic year. Ms. Aikisha Irish for donating educational supplies and sensory items for the SEN room. Ms. Molly Lawrence Chrome for reading and donating copies of her book entitled I Am Not a Bird. She's a Montreal writer. Dr. Tiffany Skerritt Flemings and the Montreal Children's Society for the educational games. Ms. Lorraine Fenton for a set of green polo shirts to be used at the school. Mr. Darius Lewis and Indira Critchlow for the volleyballs. Challenges. One of the main challenges for the academic year was starting school without our full complement of teachers and not enough teacher assistants for the class coverage. Lack of trained specialized teachers to work with the ever-increasing number of students with a special need. lack of a school counselor, so teachers are now trying their best to listen and speak to children. Some students are not adhering to the school and class rules. They display defiance and misbehavior, thus causing teachers to spend a lot of teaching time on discipline and behavior. Aggressive or rough playing is a cause for concern for the staff. Unfortunately, the safety officer cannot be in two places at the same time. We welcome Mr. James Mead, the safety officer, who is also being challenged by some of the students. However, he has been working on keeping them occupied on the yard during break and lunchtime. The need of two safety officers is needed for the monitoring of the children. Lack of outdoor playing equipment, which will help to foster positive play. I would like to take the opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to the officials at the Ministry of Education for their invaluable support, guidance, and encouragement for they have provided to both myself and the staff throughout this academic year. Your continued commitment has been greatly appreciated and has contributed significantly to our success. To the staff of Braids Primary School family, thank you for your unwavering support and commitment. Your hard work, resilience, and teamwork have been truly commendable. Despite the challenges we face, you consistently work hard together to ensure our students receive the best possible education and were well prepared for events such as the Christmas concert, sports day, graduation, and other school activities. Your professionalism and willingness to go the extra mile have made a lasting impact on our school and myself. We at the Braids Primary School would like to give God thanks for bringing us safely through another successful school year and for blessing us with so many achievements. We pray that with God's help, wisdom, and guidance, we will continue to fulfill our duties to the best of our abilities in the new school year. Now, to the graduating class of 2026. Dear graduating class, congratulations. Today is a very special day as we celebrate your achievements and successful completion of your primary school journey. It seems like only yesterday you walked through the gates of the Braids Primary School with eager hearts and curious minds. For the past 7 years, you have grown academically, socially, and emotionally, becoming confident, capable young leaders. As you prepare to begin the next chapter of your education, remember that success is not measured, but also by your character, kindness, determination, and willingness to learn. Continue to dream big, work hard, and never be afraid to embrace new challenges. As you grow, I hope you will become stronger and wiser. As you move on to the secondary school, be courageous, pursue your dreams, and keep learning. Congratulations once again, class of 2026. Janiqua, Damesi, Amaya, Angelina, Stephanie, Letia, Esdali, Tassia, Christiana, Junaya, Komi, Amani, Jefferson, Clayton, Akeem, Darrell, and Kijel. Continue to shine brightly. Make your families and your school proud. And always remember to aim high, work hard, believe in yourself, because the will does it. Thank you very much for listening. This is my report.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Osborne, for such encouraging and insightful remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the many gifts we're celebrating here today with the school is our talents. Academic excellence is important, but so too is the ability to express ourselves through music and the arts. And so please sit back, relax, and enjoy a special musical selection by the Brace Primary School Steel Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give them another round of applause, please? Thank you to the Steel Orchestra for such a wonderful performance. As we're moving swiftly along, our guest speaker for this afternoon is someone who understands the importance of determination, resilience, and believing in one's dreams. Mr. Sandre Thomas has distinguished himself through his commitment to excellence and service, and we indeed are privileged to have him share this special occasion with us. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Sandre Thomas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please allow me to accept and adopt the protocol that has been so ably established. In thinking of what to say this afternoon, I've had several thoughts. And the question I kept asking myself is, if I was to turn back time and this was my graduation and I had the opportunity to speak to myself, what would I tell 11-year-old Sandre? And with that, students, I wrote you a simple letter titled, Dear Little Black Child. Dear little black child, how are you? How have you been? Today is your big day. Are you excited? Or maybe you're a little nervous. Maybe you've been wondering what comes next. Or maybe you're just looking forward to summer vacation. Tell me, how do you feel? Did you ever imagine that these years would pass by so quickly? It feels like only yesterday you were walking into Braves Primary School for the very first time, holding someone's hand a little tighter than usual, wondering, what this new place would be like. And now, look at you. You're graduating. I hope you know just how proud everyone is of you today. But most importantly, I hope you are proud of yourself. Do you remember those evenings when you sat at the dinner table with your math book wide open, your pencil in your hand, staring at a question that simply refused to make sense? You looked at it once, then twice, maybe even 3 or 4 times. You thought to yourself, I'll never figure this out. But then something happened. You kept trying. You asked for help. You erased your work. You started again, and eventually, you found the answer. You probably didn't realize it then, but life was teaching you one of its greatest lessons. Some answers only come to those who refuse to give up. Do you remember the day the teacher called your name and asked you to stand in front of the class to read aloud? In that moment, it felt as though every eye in the classroom was fixed on you. Your hands felt shaky. Your heart was beating so loudly, you thought everyone could hear it. You stumbled over the first few words, and you maybe even wanted to sit back down. Maybe you wished the floor would just open beneath your feet, but then you took a deep breath, you found your rhythm, you found your confidence. Most importantly, you found your voice. You may not have realized it then, but that moment wasn't just about reading a passage from a book. It was about discovering that courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is choosing to keep going, even when you are afraid. Dear little black child, you have been learning life's greatest lesson for much longer than you think. Every spelling test taught you perseverance. Every math problem taught you patience. Every group project taught you teamwork. Every mistake taught you humility. And every challenge taught you resilience. Every success reminded you that hard work is always worth it. You were never just learning school subjects. You were learning how to become the person you are meant to be. So today, as you receive your certificate and celebrate this wonderful achievement, I don't want you to think of this as the end. Think of it as the beginning of bigger dreams, the beginning of greater challenges, the beginning of discovering just how much greatness God has placed inside of you. I'm proud of you. Your parents are proud of you. Your teachers and family, they're proud of you. But more than anything else, I hope you leave here today proud of yourself. Dear little black child, as you grow older, life will become a little more complicated. There will be days when people applaud you. There will also be days when they overlook you. There will be moments when people celebrate your success. There will be other moments when they question your ability before you even had the chance to prove yourself. Some people will notice your mistakes before they notice your progress. Some will be quicker to criticize than they are to encourage. Don't let that discourage you. You see, one of the greatest lessons you will ever learn is this: not everyone will clap for you when you succeed. Not everyone will understand your dreams. Not everyone will celebrate your victories. And that's okay, because your confidence should never depend on someone else's applause. Celebrate the small victories. Celebrate the tests you worked hard to pass. Celebrate the book you finally finished reading. Celebrate the new skill that you learned. Celebrate the goal you achieved after trying again and again. Never let anyone make you feel guilty for being proud of the person you are becoming. Every achievement, no matter how small, is another step toward the future you're building. So don't wait for the world to tell you that you're intelligent. Don't wait for the world to tell you that you're capable. And don't wait for the world to tell you that you are enough. Know it for yourself. Believe it for yourself. And live it every single day. Because the world does not decide your worth. You do. Walk into every new classroom believing you belong there. Walk into every opportunity believing you have something valuable to offer. Walk into every challenge believing that even if you don't succeed the first time, you are strong enough to try again. Dear little black child, the world will have many opinions about who you should become. Listen respectfully, learn humbly, but never allow someone else's opinion to become your identity. Do not wait for the world to tell you who you are. You tell the world who you are. Dear little black child, maybe you're listening to me today and wondering if these words really apply to you. Maybe you're thinking, can someone from a small island like Montserrat really make a difference? The answer is simple. Yes. Not because I read it in a book, and not because someone told me, but because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen people from this very island dream big, work hard, and leave footprints that reach far beyond our shores. Take Lionel Baker, for example. He didn't allow the size of his island to determine the size of his dream. Through discipline, perseverance, and countless hours of practice, he earned the honor of representing the West Indies. His journey reminded us that greatness is not measured by where you come from, but by how committed you are to becoming the very best version of yourself. Then there's AJ Lee. At just 22 years old, he earned his master's degree, not because success came easily, but because he understood that learning is one of the greatest investments you can ever make in yourself. His story reminds us that age is never a barrier to excellence when determination leads the way. Never allow anyone to convince you that you are just from a small island. Montserrat may be small on a map, but it has never produced small people. I'll repeat that again. Montserrat may be small on the map, but it has never produced small people. The island has produced resilience. It has produced courage. It has produced leaders. It has produced innovators and history makers. And I believe with all my heart that it will continue to do so through every one of you sitting before me today. Remember Jemuel Kabi. At just 14 years old, he earned his place on the Montserrat national cricket team, becoming the youngest player in our history to do so. His story reminds us that you are never too young to achieve something extraordinary. Remember Julius Morris. He didn't simply compete. He broke barriers and set a world record in athletics. His journey teaches us that records are not made by people who quit when life becomes difficult. They are made by people who keep going. Remember Sigel Rodney. Today, he is pursuing his football dreams in Germany, proving that talent, discipline, and hard work can carry someone from a small Caribbean island onto an international stage. Remember Stevel Rodney. His dedication to cricket has taken him to the United Kingdom, reminding us that opportunities often find those who are willing to prepare themselves for it. And remember Akeem Richards. He became the top performing Cape Information Technology student in the entire Caribbean and entered the University of the West Indies Five Islands campus as the top matriculant. His success is a reminder that excellence begins long before graduation day. It begins with choosing to give your best every single day. Dear little black child, do you see what all these stories have in common? Different dreams, different talents, different journeys, but the same determination. None of them allowed a small island to place limits on a big dream, and neither should you. One day, another keynote speaker may stand at this very stage and tell the story of a child who once sat exactly where you are sitting today. Why shouldn't that child be you? Why shouldn't your name be the one that inspires the next generation? Why shouldn't your story become proof that impossible is only a word until someone proves otherwise? So dream without limits. Work without excuses. Learn without ceasing. And lead with humility. And remember this, not just today, but every day for the rest of your life. Do not wait for the world to tell you who you are. You tell the world who you are. And dear little black child, before I end and leave it with you, there is one more story I want to tell you. It is about another little black child from Montserrat. A child who sat in a classroom just like yours. A child who solved math problems one question at a time. A child who stood nervously in front of the class to read aloud. A child who dreamed of making a difference but had no idea where those dreams would one day lead. That child was me. I didn't grow up knowing exactly what my future would look like. I simply chose to keep learning, to keep serving, to keep saying yes to opportunities even when they seem bigger than me. Step by step, those opportunities opened doors I never imagined. They have allowed me to represent Montserrat across the Caribbean and on the international stage. They gave me the privilege of advocating for young people and working alongside leaders from around the world. They allowed me to build an internationally recognized organization, serve my community, and prove that a young person from a small island can have a voice that reaches far beyond its shores. Most noteworthy, That little black boy from Montserrat was amongst 4 young people from across the entire world to represent their country virtually at the United Nations climate negotiations as part of the Island Youth Network. None of those opportunities happened overnight. They were built through faith, hard work, perseverance, and the courage to keep showing up even when I felt uncertain. I don't tell you these things so that you will remember my name. I tell you these things because I want you to remember your name. One day, your name could be the one a teacher proudly speaks about. Your name could be the one younger students look up to. Your name could be the one that represents Montserrat on the world stage. Your name could be the next world-class athlete, the next scientist, the next teacher, the next entrepreneur, the next premier. The next person who changes someone's life with kindness, courage, and service. Never, and I repeat, never let anyone convince you that where you begin determines where you will finish. Never allow the size of your island to limit the size of your dreams. And never wait for the world to tell you who you are. You stand tall and boldly tell the world who you are. Yours truly, a little black boy from Salem. Thank you.
Sandra, thank you for those words. I don't think those words were just for our graduating class today. I'm thinking that everyone in here can relate and can appreciate those words. So thank you again, Sandra. And you said something that stuck with me rather. Montserrat may be small on the map, but it has never produced small people. And I think that is so, so true. And so graduates, I hope that you are listening carefully because your journey is only now beginning. Remember, success is not about how fast you move, but about remaining focused on your destination. And so we're here at one of the most exciting moments of today's ceremony, and that's the presentation of gifts and special prizes. And so may I invite the designated teachers or presenters to assist as we honor our awardees today.
Good evening, everyone. All right, so we start this afternoon with certificates from the Ministry of Education and from Braids Primary School. Each child will receive 2 certificates of attendance, one from the Ministry of Education, the other from the Braids Primary School. In addition, each child will receive a financial token, compliments of the Braids Primary School and the Braids Primary School PTA, a small gesture of recognition and encouragement. These would be stuck to the back of the certificates that they get in. Firstly, Angelina Andrew. Comey Bleds. Amani Clark. Demacy Durant. Clayton Hazel Ryan, Amaya Hickson, Jefferson Jean, Latia Jean, Esther LeBron, Janiqua McNarin, Darrell Mensa, Stephanie Pierre, Kijel Roan, Akeem Robinson, Christiana Villeres, Janaya Wisdom, Thaisa Woodley. At the Braids Primary School, we place great importance on promoting good behavior among our students. We firmly believe that good manners, respect, and positive behavior can take you far in life. Indeed, they can take you all over the world. Throughout the year, one student consistently demonstrated excellent behavior. This student was respectful, well-mannered, cooperative, and conducted themselves in a manner worthy of recognition. The student receiving the award for excellent behavior is Janiqua McNarin. St. James Anglican Mothers Union sponsors prizes for 2 helpful students within the graduating class. Those students can be counted on to lend a helping hand whenever needed. This year, 2 young gentlemen have earned this recognition. They are Comey Bleds Jefferson Jean. I now invite Ms. Sylvina Malone to the stage, please. As part of their preparation for life beyond the primary school classroom, our grade 6 students participated in 2 very important programs. They completed a fire prevention program facilitated by Fire Officer Ms. Sylvina Malone, through which they gained valuable knowledge and skills in fire safety and prevention. The 2 students who topped the quiz for this course would be, or are, Janiqua McNarin and Janaya Wisdom. The students also completed a first aid course under the Montserrat British Red Cross. This course was facilitated by Ms. Sylvina Malone and equipped the students with essential first aid knowledge and practical skills that may one day enable them to assist someone in need. Each child will receive a certificate of participation for that course. Angelina Andrew. Komi Blaze. Amani Clark. Demacy Durant. Clayton Hazel Ryan. Amaya Hickson. Jefferson Jean. Letia Jean. Estely LeBron. Janiqua McNarin. Darrell Mensa. Stephanie Peer. Kijel Roan. Akeem Robinson. Christiana Villeres. Janaya Wisdom. Thaisa Woodley. The most interactive student in the Red Cross session gets a special prize, and that goes to Miss Stephanie Pear. The Montserrat British Red Cross also donated a prize to the student who upholds the 7 principles of the Red Cross. Some of these principles are humanity, impartiality, neutrality, voluntary service, and unity. They guide the organization's actions and ensure consistent humanitarian efforts across the globe. This award gets presented to Komi Bleds. There is another one. Kijel Roan. The Montserrat Union of Teachers is pleased to present a cash prize to a truly, thank you, Ms. Malone, to a truly diligent worker. This student consistently stays on task and completes all assignments given to her, regardless of any distractions or chaos that may be happening around her. She is focused, she is responsible, and she takes her learning seriously. She makes careful notes of important information and can often be counted on to remind her teacher about details of an upcoming quiz or when they haven't been shared. Her attentiveness, dependability, and commitment to completing her work make her a deserving recipient of this award. This student is Janiqua McNarin. Our uniform represents who we are, and we encourage our students to wear it with pride. Over the years, BBC Radio and TV have partnered with us to report 2 students who consistently take pride in their appearance and wear their uniform well. This year's recipients are Janiqua McNarin and Darrell Mensah. Delta Petroleum Limited encourages the development of well-rounded students who are willing to go the extra mile. This year's recipient has excelled academically, is one of our star athletes, was an active member of the Steel Pan, and participated successfully in the Ninkum Rally competition and the Rotary Club's competition. The recipient of this year's Delta Petroleum Award is Janiqua McNarin. We now move on to the outstanding performance in the core subject areas. These awards were determined by averaging each term's performance in grade 6. The outstanding performance in social studies is sponsored by Classic Designs, and this award goes to Clayton Hazel Ryan. Ms. Truitt, Siobhan Truitt, come closer, please. The award for Outstanding Performance in Science is sponsored by the Montserrat Volcano Observatory. This award goes to Janiqua McNarin. I'm going to do Outstanding Performance in Mathematics. Ms. Truitt, Siobhan Truitt, sponsors this award yearly. This year, the award for Outstanding Performance in Mathematics is proudly presented to Clayton Hazel Ryan. Outstanding Performance is in Language Arts. This award is sponsored by the Montserrat Port Authority. The outstanding student in the area of language arts is Janiqua McNarin. The Bank of Montserrat has generously sponsored two awards. The first is for the outstanding student in the Ministry of Education's national examinations. As these results are not yet available, this award will be presented at a later date. The second is for the outstanding student in the grade 6, the exams written by the teacher,
end-of-year school examinations. This award goes to Janiqua McNarin. The valedictorian, Miss Janiqua McNarin, will receive a cash prize of $200, proudly sponsored by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. So welcome Janiqua back to the stage to collect that prize. ECCB, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, also sponsored 2 additional awards, which will be presented at a later date as they are also linked to the national exams that we do not have results for. Those awards would be the top student in mathematics, $150, top student in language arts, also $150. Next award. Throughout the year, our grade 6 students engaged in ICT classes designed to develop their technological skills and prepare them for an increasingly digital world. Mr. Philip Braid of Philomagic Media has generously sponsored an award for the student who demonstrated outstanding performance in ICT. This award goes to Amaya Hickson. We believe that children should be recognized for developing a wide range of skills and not simply for academic performance. Entrepreneurship is one such area. One of our students took the initiative to establish a small business venture, sourcing and selling local fruits independently. This demonstrated initiative, responsibility, confidence, and a sense of entrepreneurial spirit. The Outstanding Entrepreneurship Award, sponsored by Mr. Andre West of Dre's Takeaway, goes to Miss Angelina Andre. Each year, the Rotary Club of Montserrat sponsors a humanitarian award for a student in the grade 6 class who demonstrates kindness, compassion, and a willingness to help others. This year, this award goes to Komi Bleggs. Oh, Ms. Michelle Castle is here to present this award. We now recognize a student who has demonstrated significant growth, determination, and progress throughout the year. The most improved SEN student, she started off as SEN, she's no longer SEN, in this year's graduating class is Miss Angelina Andrew. Most improved. Most improved. She had a new spirit this year. Our students delivered outstanding performances in the joint road race, preliminary track events, and annual sports day. Among these talented athletes, one student stood out through exceptional commitment, determination, and a strong drive to excel. This student consistently gave of their best and displayed true dedication to sports. Our Outstanding Athlete Award goes to Miss Angelina Andrew. The Montserrat Christian Council has generously sponsored an award for a student who consistently demonstrates good moral values through kindness, respect, honesty, and consideration for others. This award goes to Stephanie Pear. Miss Maxine Osborne had the pleasure of teaching these students for one term during their grade 5 year. She has chosen to recognize a few students who, through their attitude, helpfulness, and positive spirit, helped to make that term a particularly enjoyable and memorable one for her. Those students are Janiqua McNarin, Christiana Villaris, Akeem Robinson, Komi Bleds, we have come to the end of that part of the program, so now we're going to do the special awards. I don't have that here. As a parent, her philosophy is simple yet powerful. Her children are her investments. And I can tell you, she does not merely say it, she puts it into action every single day, through every fundraiser, every educational activity, and every aspect of school life. She comes out in full support of her children and in full support of their teachers. She is someone who can be called upon at any point to lend a helping hand, offer an encouraging word, or simply lighten the atmosphere with her warm and jovial personality. Many times as a class teacher, you know she is coming before you even see her. You can hear her calling your name as she makes her way down the corridor, across the walkway, announcing her presence with that familiar energy and cheerfulness that are uniquely hers. But beneath that jovial spirit is a firm and dedicated mother, one who takes responsibility of raising her children seriously, ensuring that they behave appropriately, remain grounded, and have their needs appropriately met. She gives of herself freely, stands firmly behind her children, and remains actively involved in their growth and development and education. Junan Wisdom. Junan Wisdom truly exemplifies the belief that children are an investment. She does not simply preach it, she lives it and practices it through her unwavering love, sacrifice, and involvement and support. Today we pause to acknowledge those efforts. We recognize the many ways in which she has shown up, stepped in, supported, encouraged, and given of herself, not only for the benefit of her own children, but in support of their teachers and the wider school community. Junan, today we celebrate you. We acknowledge your dedication, and we express our sincere appreciation for all that you do. Your efforts have been seen, your support has been felt, and I know I felt it in grade 6. And today we simply say thank you. Miss Rihanna Mead is an early childhood educator by profession who has recently transitioned from the classroom into an administrative role. However, her years as a teacher have left a lasting impression on the lives of the children, families, and colleagues that she encountered along the way. As an educator, Miss Mead gave of herself passionately and wholeheartedly. For her, teaching was never simply about academics. She understood that to truly educate a child, one must care for the whole child, their needs, their well-being, and their sense of belonging. There were many days when she fed children from her own resources, helped to provide clothing, stepped in whenever she saw a need. She believed deeply that the role of a teacher extended far beyond books, pencils, and classroom walls. And then there was another thing about Miss Mead. She was always prepared for any situation. If you had a headache, check Rihanna. If you got a cut, check Rihanna. If you had an unwelcome visitor, ladies, check Rihanna. And most definitely, if you were hungry, check Rihanna. Somehow, she always seemed to have just what was needed at just the right time. Whether it was something to ease a discomfort, to tend a minor mishap, deal with an unexpected situation, or simply satisfy an empty stomach, Rihanna was the person you could turn to. Her preparedness was yet another reflection of her caring nature and her instinct to look out for people around her. And anyone who has ever attended Sports Day with Miss Mead knows that her support could not go unnoticed. Her voice could be heard ringing across the field as she rallied behind the children, cheering them on and encouraged them to push forward and reminded them to give of her best. She brought energy, passion, and enthusiasm to every activity in which the children were involved. That enthusiasm is evident in the way she supports and encourages her peers. Miss Mead is someone who can always be relied upon to lend a helping hand, offer an encouraging word, suggest an idea when one is needed. She brings with her a spirit of cooperation, generosity, and genuine support for those around her. Today, Teacher Rihanna, Miss Mead, we acknowledge you. We acknowledge you for the passion you brought to education, for the many quiet acts of kindness that may have not been received or noticed by the public, and for the unwavering support she continues to give to others. Though her professional journey has taken her beyond the classroom, the heart of the educator remains evident in the way she serves, encourages, and uplifts those around her. Miss Mead, today we see you, we acknowledge your efforts, and we express our sincere appreciation. I accept. Okay, so we are going to pause because I missed the outstanding students, first, second, third. Not in any order, but that's what I missed. The honor roll. Oh, I didn't do honor roll. That last honorary person doesn't know what's coming to them, so I want to drag that out a bit. So we're going to do termly honor roll followed by principals honor roll. For term, just principal? Okay, principals honor roll. These students receive an average of 80% or higher for the entire school year. We have Clayton Hazel Ryan, Janiqua McNarin, Amaya Hickson, Stephanie Peer. We'll now acknowledge the most outstanding students on end-of-year examinations. Janiqua McNarin. Clayton Hazel Ryan. Stephanie Peer. All right. And now we have a special tribute. For the past 3 years, Mrs. Ingrid Osborne has served as acting principal. That's why I told you it's a surprise. She has no idea. For the past 3 years, Mrs. Ingrid Osborne has served as acting principal of the Braids Primary School. During that time, she carried the responsibilities of leadership while remaining warm, caring, and an approachable person that we have always known her to be. Tonight marks the close of this chapter of her journey, as a principal designate has now been assigned to the school. And while her time as acting principal come to an end, we could not allow this moment to pass without taking the opportunity to say a heartfelt thank you. Teacher Ingrid, we appreciate you. Thank you for always being there with an encouraging word and an encouraging and supporting word, especially on days when we needed it the most. Thank you for always looking out for the health and well-being of your staff, for checking in, for noticing when someone was not quite themselves, for reminding us in so many ways that the work is important, but the people doing the work matter too. Thank you for the many classes you covered so that we could have a moment or two when times got rough. When someone needed a little time to regroup, to catch themselves, or simply to get through a difficult day, you stepped in. Those moments may have seemed small, but to those who needed them, they meant so much. Thank you for being willing to work with us when the workload became overwhelming. Thank you for understanding when we were stretched thin, when there seemed to be one more task and one more demand and one more deadline. Thank you for the extensions, the flexibility, and the understanding when the workload simply became too much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for encouraging. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for understanding. And perhaps most of all, thank you for simply being Teacher Ingrid. Because beyond the title of acting principal, beyond the meetings, the decisions, the paperwork, and the many demands of leadership, you remained someone we could approach. You remained someone who cared, someone who understood, someone who, that sometimes people did not. For 3 years of service in this role, the sacrifice, seen and unseen, for burdens carried quietly, for difficult decisions, for moments of understanding, and for the many ways you have supported the staff and school community, we say thank you. Thank you. Now, she is not, sorry, I've been summoned. She is not leaving us. She'll be returning to her passion as a SEND teacher, but we wanted to thank her for the time that she gave us as acting principal. It was a pleasure. All right. So we now have tokens of appreciation for our guest speaker, Mr. Sandre Thomas. Is he inside? No, he's not inside. We also have our token of appreciation for our lovely MC this evening, Miss Keola Green. A piece of the Delta Extra Award wasn't given out. So Delta Extra Award, they give something to the student and to the parent as well. Miss Rashida Mead, please come for your award. Thank you. I now hand you back over to our MC of the night. So sorry, we were calling Mr. Sandre Thomas. He has now re-entered the building.
Let us give a round of applause for all the award recipients. I just want to say, whether you received an award today or not, every graduate seated before us has accomplished something remarkable. Each of you has completed an important chapter, and that in itself deserves an applause. Miss McNarin, I know your dad said you'll be walking up and down today, but hopefully this is the last time you have to come up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our valedictorian for the class of 2026, Miss Janiqua McNarin.
Good afternoon, teachers, parents, well-wishers, and my fellow graduates. Please allow me to adopt the protocol that has already been established. I am deeply honored and humbled to be representing the Braves Primary School graduating class of 2026 as a valedictorian. Today, I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude and memories as I say goodbye to this noble institution and prepare to begin my journey into secondary school. I started at Braids in grade 4, not knowing that my class would face one of the hardest challenges, not having a stable teacher. In grades 4 and 5 combined, we had about 8 different teachers. Even though this constant change made learning difficult and left us feeling unsettled, we still appreciate all the hard work and dedication they showed to help us learn. But thank God, when we reached grade 6, we had teacher Josie, who stayed with us for the entire year. Her dedication gave us the stability we needed, and for that, we are truly grateful. This noble institution helped us to harness our talents and abilities in various areas and gave us the confidence and opportunity we needed to represent our school and our families. I am very thrilled to have won the Lincoln Rally competition for grade 5, as well as being awarded the MNI Boys and Girls Most Innovative Students. In grade 6, I was placed second in the Rotary Club reading competition. These competitions have bolstered my confidence and will only serve to propel me to do great things in secondary school. Of course, our time here was not without drama. I will never forget the day when the tiles exploded and everyone had to run outside. It was frightening at first, but looking back, it has become one of those unforgettable stories that we'll carry with us. We also had our happy days, like the relief we all felt when the national exam was finally over, or the many games we played inside the classroom. And yes, we had our sad days too, especially when Red House did not win. I guess that was my sad day. But whether happy or sad, these moments shaped us and brought us closer together. To my classmates, thank you for the memories we shared. Kijal and Ezdali, you always kept us laughing and brightened even the toughest days. Tamesi and Janaya, thank you for always being there for me. Your support meant more than you know. Clayton, Stephanie, Amaya, and Daryl, you kept me on my toes and pushed me to do better. Leticia and Angelina, your dominance on the track inspires us all. Keep up the great work. Amani and Thaisa, though your heights are completely different, your attitudes are surprisingly the same, determined and full of spirit. Akeem and Christiana, we will not be the mighty 17 without your fascinating personalities and unforgettable laughter. And finally, Comey and Jefferson, you have tried and tested my patience, but I thank you, because it made me mentally strong. Together, each of you has shaped my journey here, and I'll carry these memories with me into the next chapter of my life. Let us take these lessons into secondary school. Let us remember that challenges can make us stronger, and that gratitude makes us better. As we leave Brace Primary, we carry with us not only knowledge, but also resilience. We learned to adapt, to keep going even when things were difficult, and to appreciate the teachers who stood by us. I would like to thank my parents for their support and encouragement throughout my primary school journey. They were the ones who reminded me to keep going when the work felt overwhelming, who celebrated my small victories as if they were big ones, and who gave me the confidence to believe in myself. The sacrifices, patience, and constant love made it possible for me to reach this milestone today, and I am truly thankful. Thank you, Teacher Jose, for being our anchor in grade 6. And thank you, Brace Primary, for the memories, the lessons, and the love. We are forever grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Joniko, for those heartfelt reflections and inspiring words. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, our graduating class will present the graduation song. And so please welcome the graduating class of 2026.
I said to stay, come back. That's fine. All right, so this was my class for the year. I simply call them my lovelies because I found them to be an absolutely lovely bunch of children. Despite all that, if you all ask me that tomorrow, I'm going to deny it. Okay. Despite all of the challenges that went on for this year, they made coming to work a joy. Absolute joy. It's been a while since I can say that about students. If I was sick, they were there. I think some of us saw my shoe disaster earlier, and they were there. That's the type of children they are. So I was really pleased to teach the children, my lovelies. Madam Principal, invited guests, all in attendance, I present to you the graduating class of the Braids Primary 6, of the Braids Primary School, the grade 6 class of 2025-2026, my lovelies. Move your tassels. Move your tassels to the left. Move your tassels to the left. All right, so bow again and go and sit quietly. Beautiful people. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's once again congratulate our graduates. Graduates, you have done it. Parents and guardians, the school thanks you for your unwavering support. Teachers, thank you for investing your time, your patience, and your love into shaping these young minds. And before we conclude today's proceedings, it is fitting that we acknowledge everyone whose efforts made this ceremony possible. And I now invite Mr. Clayton Hazel Ryan to deliver the vote of thanks.
I respectfully acknowledge the protocol already established. As this wonderful evening draws to a close, I have been given the privilege of expressing our sincere gratitude to the many individuals who have helped to make this occasion, and indeed our journey to this point, so meaningful. First and foremost, we give thanks to Almighty God. We are grateful for His guidance, protection, and countless blessings throughout our years at the Braids Primary School. It is through His grace that we are gathered here this evening to celebrate the completion of an important chapter in our lives. To Pastor Brown, thank you for leading us in prayer and for placing God at the center of our celebration. Your words helped to set the tone for this special occasion. Mrs. Brown, thank you for your contribution to the program and for introducing our chairperson so warmingly. To our chairperson, Ms. Keola Green, thank you for keeping this evening's program flowing so smoothly. Your warmth, confidence, and energy added greatly to the occasion, and we truly appreciate the excellent job you have done. To our acting principal, Ms. Ingrid Osborne, thank you for sharing the school's report and for highlighting the activities, achievements, and memorable moments of the 2025 to 2026 academic year. As we listened, we were reminded that our time at the Braids Primary School was about much more than lessons and examinations. It was also about growth, experiences, opportunities, friendships, and accomplishments. I am proud and grateful to have received my primary education at this institution. To our guest speaker, Mr. Sanjay Thomas, we extend our heartfelt appreciation. Thank you for accepting the invitation to share this important occasion with us and for giving us words of encouragement as we prepare to move forward. Your message has reminded us that success requires courage, determination, discipline, and a willingness to keep going, even when the road becomes difficult. We will carry your words with us as we begin the next stage of our journey. To the Steel Orchestra, what a wonderful contribution you have made to this evening's celebration. Thank you for the lively and entertaining performances. Your music brought excitement and joy to the atmosphere, and you've certainly had most of us rocking and humming along. We also express our appreciation to everyone who assisted with the presentation of awards, certificates, and gifts. Thank you for helping to honor the hard work and achievements of our graduates and for making those moments even more special. To our valedictorian, Ms. Janiqua McNaran, congratulations on this outstanding achievement. Your speech was thoughtful, captivating, and beautifully delivered. Thank you for representing our graduating class with such confidence and excellence. We are proud to celebrate this moment with you. To the teachers of the Braids Primary School, we owe you a tremendous debt of gratitude. You have taught us to read, write, calculate, investigate, question, create, and think. But your contribution to our lives go far beyond academics. You corrected us when we needed correction, encouraged us when we doubted ourselves, challenged us when we knew we could do better, and celebrated with us when we succeeded. To the administrative staff, coaches, ancillary staff, son and light technician, media personnel, and every other member of the Braids Primary School family, thank you. Wherever you contributed was seen or unseen, each of you played a part in creating the environment in which we were able to learn, grow, and develop. We are grateful for your patience, commitment, and service. To our generous sponsors and supporters, thank you for continuing to invest in Braids Primary School and its students. Your kindness has helped to provide opportunities, resources, rewards, and experiences that have enriched our school life. We do not take your generosity for granted, and we sincerely appreciate your continued support. To our specially invited guests, family members, friends, and everyone in the audience, Thank you for sharing this celebration with us. Your presence here this evening shows that our achievements matter not only to us, but also to the wider community. Your smiles, applause, and encouragement have made us feel truly supported and celebrated. And now to some of the most important people in our lives, our parents and guardians. Thank you for every early morning, every reminder, every sacrifice, every word of encouragement, and every time you refuse to allow us to give up. Thank you for checking homework, preparing uniforms, providing meals, attending meetings, listening to our complaints, celebrating our success, and supporting us through our difficult moments. We know that reaching this milestone was not our effort alone. Your love, patience, guidance, and sacrifices helped to bring us here, and tonight this achievement belongs to you too. Finally, to my fellow graduates, this is our moment. We entered the Braids Primary School as young children, and today we leave older, wiser, stronger, and more prepared for the future. Along the way, we have laughed together, learned together, completed together, faced challenges together, and created memories that will remain with us for many years to come. After tonight, things will begin to change. We may enter different classrooms, meet new teachers, make new friends, and face greater responsibilities. Some of us may follow different paths, but we will always share something special. We are graduates of the Braids Primary School. My fellow graduates, as we move on, let us never become afraid of hard work. Let us never allow one mistake to convince us that we cannot succeed. Let us never allow someone else's opinion to determine our worth or limit our dreams. There will be times when things do not go according to plan. There will be tests that are difficult, goals that take longer to achieve, and moments when success seems far away. In those moments, remember where you came from. Remember the lessons you learned here. Remember the people who believed in you. Most importantly, remember to believe in yourself. Our school motto tells us to aim high, the will does it. These are not simply words to repeat. They are words to live by. Aim high in your education, aim high in your behavior, aim high in the choices you make, aim high in the goals you set for yourself. And when challenges come, have the will and determination to keep moving forward. Let us also remember what BPS can inspire us to be. Brilliant in our thinking, productive in our actions, successful through determination and hard work. My fellow graduates, the future is waiting for us. It will not be shaped only by what we wish for, but by the decisions we make, the effort we give, and the determination we show. So let us move forward with courage. So let us move forward with purpose. Let us move forward believing that we are capable of great things. I can do it. You can do it. Together, we can do it. And no matter where life takes us, may we always be proud to say that our journey began at the Braids Primary School. On behalf of the graduating class, thank you to everyone who has helped us reach this special moment. May God bless you all. Thank you and good evening.
And thank you, Clayton, for delivering the vote of thanks.
While doing the prize giving, we missed 2 prizes. You're seeing them on the table. So we would like to quickly give them out. Outstanding performance in the Red Cross examinations. 2 students, Jefferson Jean and Stephanie Pear. And to the students, you got your certificates, but there are tokens for each of you from the Red Cross as well. I'll give them out at the dinner, which will start at 8 p.m. Grade 6, please stand. We all we're to the part of the program now for the graduation procession. Give the certificates and lovely goodies to your parents, then come back to your seats. Comey. All right, we're all standing. The graduation procession. Ladies and gentlemen, we have graduates. My lovelies, the grade 6 graduating class of 2025-2026. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Get home safely. Have a good night.